I'm trying to score the most goals in my men's league, and my shot's pretty good, but I saw someone teaching something I think could make it even better. That's Mike Rabideau. He's a shooting coach. He's gonna help me snipe some more goals. What are we gonna work on in the video?
Adding a little bit more quickness to your shot. You know, that's one thing that I think men's league and a lot of players, they just take too long to get that shot off. Every split second counts in hockey, so let's get to it.
Let's get it off in a hurry. Let's
Sweet.
go. All right, Mike, show me what a men's league shot looks like. Dang, that was a rocket. What's wrong with that?
Well, you could tell I was shooting for about 5 minutes, and then I finally got it off.
Okay, so we are gonna be shrinking that wind up, shrinking the time, kind of eliminating some cues.
Yep,
All right,
absolutely.
All right. Let's get into the lesson. All right, Mike, how do we shrink that shot? Get it off in a hurry.
As you can see, even with that huge windup, I always added that pop to the shot still. But practicing keeping the puck out in front of us. I don't want people to see that I'm shooting and bringing it way back here. It's just gonna take too long.
Wait a second. Isn't it the bigger your windup, the more power you're gonna get?
Well, even with more power, you're never gonna shoot it through somebody. And if someone gets a stick on it, that's all it takes to block it.
Okay, you wanna get it off quick before they have time to react.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I have seen your shots, so give us a few of your basic no wind-up shots, because they're still rockets. Show them what we're working with here. Woo! Woo! Dang! Oh my God. Holy. Whoa, geez, stop. You're gonna break the net.
Oh,
How are you getting all that power from like right there?
Well, there's a lot with the wrists.
Yeah.
My wrists are what are actually controlling the stick. So to me, the wrists are always the most important part of my shot. Sometimes in hockey, I might be standing this way. It's just an uncomfortable game. You don't always have that perfect shot, as you've mentioned before. Understanding what the wrists are doing and how to use the stick the most efficient way.
Do you need forearms like Popeye?
That never hurts.
No?
Yeah, never hurts. But I have seen young kids just be able to actually still utilize the stick in the best way and use that flex. That's why they make different flexes for different ages and different kids.
Fair point, fair point.
Yeah.
All right, let's give us a lesson here for the people at home. Let's do the full lesson.
I always add separation to my shot. We always need to hear that pop sound, and if it's against my stick the whole way.
The puck is starting at the toe, middle, heel. It looks like the toe.
Yep, yeah, starting on the toe is super important. It's gonna help you separate the puck more. And we wanna be on the toe anyways, because that's where I'm going to flex the blade the most efficiently. So we always separate the puck and we get up onto the ball of that toe. This is going to create better flex of the blade, but it's also rolling my hand simultaneously. So as I separate, rolling this wrist moves the puck, it gets the stick into the right position. Now I'm ready to punch forward with my bottom hand to create that snap and pop.
Okay, and I noticed the toe, we were working on shots a little earlier, and you said never bring the blade off the ice. That toe keeps contact that whole time?
Right, because if I am flexing right now and then I lift, all that flex just left my stick. Yeah. If I was like, here's my flex, the minute it comes off the ice, gone, right? So we do want to keep a constant compression. I always show people I could shoot like this too. You might have to move back just a little bit, but I can shoot without doing anything with my fingers here. My palm is putting a pressure. If my fingers grab too much, now I've choked out my movement with my top hand. So I can just be here and still get a shot. Oh, let me get it back.
Bar down.
Yeah, that was bar down, you can't tell. But the bottom hand is really just there to put pressure downward and to punch a little bit at the right timing.
All right, so it's looking like your main emphasis is on that blade action. It's what the blade is doing.
Yep,
right?
Twisting is just like whipping a towel. If I'm not moving my wrist, I'm not gonna get the quickest and fastest snap. So there's a lot as to how I'm actually twisting this top hand. Actually, try this with me. Put your stick on the ball of the toe like this, just with one hand. Now press down with your bottom hand. See how that moves that hand?
Yeah.
So that's why how you set it up with this hand is majorly important, because now this open and close of the blade is happening assisted by this hand.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
That's also why we finish up is I am still kind of down with my hand here, but once I punch forward, this punches this up and out. So that's why we kind of come up instead of dropping down.
Interesting. That's one area of power that I'm not really focused on. Like, I know the hands are important, but not really driven that point home, because I feel it's like with the legs and the body and the rotation and the arms, you can get all that power. But like you're showing right there, there's a lot of power just in that wrist and blade action. If you pair that with that weight transfer and everything else, you have an absolute rocket of a shot.
Yep. And that's where absolutely you get more power the more you can use your legs, arms, and body. You definitely get more.
Yes.
But again, sometimes we just don't have the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching Austin Matthews, all 7 of his goals, and we also watched every playoff goal. Most shots are not, you don't have time to wind it up. You don't have a few seconds to really step into it. You need to get the shot off quick, or you're jumping on a loose puck, or you're scoring out of a scramble, or the puck just got past you and a guy is just like getting a stick on you. So you have to get it off before the stick is on your stick, right?
Yep.
So yeah, the quicker you can work on getting that shot off, the more opportunities you're gonna have to score.
Yep.
Especially if it's as powerful as yours is.
It's not even about scoring sometimes too, but just creating opportunities. You might get a rebound, get an assist.
Get it.
There's still just get that puck to the net.
Yeah,
I
shot
mean,
on
how
goal
many times
versus,
have you heard that?
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
It's the difference between a shot on goal or the puck getting knocked off your stick. Let's sum this up for myself and the people at home that want to score the most goals in their men's league as well. Puck starts on the toe.
Yep.
Yeah, and my hands are what, like up high? I don't want them down here, yeah?
Yeah, and again, sometimes you will be, but every player, we're gonna see them up at this point, especially by contact.
Okay, and your
so the
heel,
sooner we're up there, the quicker it'll be.
Okay, so the sooner you're up there, the heel is basically off the ice.
Yep, I already have it off. That way I have pressure getting ready to flex that blade.
Okay, and then we're just, rolling the wrist to get the puck off the blade?
Exactly.
That's it?
Yep.
Sweet.
And there is a lot to how we do that, but you guys can check that out in another video.
So we're one of these, and then we come and just smack it. Where we
Yep.
smack it? Heel, middle, toe?
We want to shoot as close to the toe as we can so that it's off the blade quicker,
Okay.
but we don't want to lose our rotation. So as long as we can still maintain our spin.
Oh, you want the spin? Yeah, that makes sense, right? It's here, and then you're there and spinning it again.
Yep, the
All right.
opening and closing is what's going to add more rotation, and just like a Frisbee, it's going to go farther, the more spin and rotation.
So when we do this, we're closing the blade, we hit it, it's opening the blade, and then we close it again, but it's airborne, a shot, that's a shot.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
Show me the hands. Where are the hands? They're staying up here. Where do
Yep.
I finish?
So you're gonna roll that down to separate.
Right, so I roll to separate.
And then the second you punch, that's gonna start to open the blade, but now you see that just started punching that forward, so now we're lifting up with the puck and then closing.
Oh, that makes sense. As the puck's lifting, so is the blade.
Yep.
Right, and then we're yanking back and end at like the armpit?
Yeah, you should be able to rest flat across. So elbow, hand, same height as your shoulder. Stick should be able to be flat across. Technically that CCM is gonna be right here.
Oh, right there, okay.
Yep,
All right.
there you go.
That's what we're working on. give me a few more shots and some finishing tips for the people at home, and we'll wrap her up.
What we're talking about here a lot is the release. And what I'm usually trying to teach is how to actually release the puck. So that comes from the twisting, right? When I twist, that's what's actually separating and punching simultaneously. And then how much arms I want to add to it is just how much time and space I have. But if we don't have the release part down first, then none of the arms matter. So that's why learning how to use the wrist first is most important. And then we can add more power.
I love that. I love it. So like a few years ago, many years ago, I did the building blocks of a good shot. And the first thing I taught was just using the wrists.
Yep.
And then you can use the arms. And then you can use the legs. And you could just push like that and it's a shot. It's just not a good shot.
Yeah.
Because you're not using the wrist. So it's like learn the wrist first. Once you can use everything together, then you have a complete shot. But I think I didn't put enough emphasis on the wrist. I didn't know that they could do that, like what you're doing. So that's huge.
Well, like I said, your videos helped me a ton when I was starting out, so it all is full circle.
Full circle.
People helping people.
We're gonna take a few more shots here, but yeah, where can they find you? Where can they follow you to learn more?
My page is on Modern Hockey, so I'm mostly on TikTok and Instagram. Probably will be starting some YouTube stuff.
Sweet.
Especially after the advice from these guys. Hopefully I can get it going. And,
We'll get the tags. We'll get the tags down in the video description. I'll throw them in the comment section as well, so it's easy to find you.
Awesome.
All right, give them one more tip and a few shots.
So one last tip for now, like I said, the more we can just use our wrists, that means that I don't want to be pulling or moving with my arms again too much. So whenever we're pulling in, you see my arms moving. If I can just twist with my wrists, you can have a quicker, more efficient shot. Then you can work on the pulling and adding more deception to it later. But go in a straight line and try to just keep it moving as straight and as quick as you can. And that's what will give you more quickness to your shot.
All right, guys, give Mike a follow. I'm gonna be working on those shots every single day for the next month to see if I can get a shot that looks like that and be the top scorer in our men's league game. So stay tuned to the old paint cans videos. I'm gonna be ripping some top corn, just like Mike over here. Woo! Every time, copy paste. Copy paste. It's automatic. It's automatic. It's automatic.
Let's go. Nice.